all my opponents at the end, they're gonna like. I gotta start taking photos with these dudes, because their faces are all beaten up. You know what I'm saying? I really, because I want to see what they look like afterwards.
Welcome back to Sun City SITREP. I'm your host, Deshaun Johnson, but you can call me DJ. And today we have returning guests and we have someone new. James, Ari, Adrian, Jack. Talk to me. What's going on with y'all?
You know, we just won our fight. Woo!
Woo!
Yeah, I got this new belt to add to the collection, thanks to the squad right here.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about that fight, actually.
I knocked him out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah, in the second round. It was dope. Yeah, second round knockout, and it was exactly how we planned and everything.
Yeah.
Like, so we talked about, like, this guy's a wrestler, and we said, okay, we got to show them hands. And so, you know what I mean? But then Adi kind of told me, he's my coach right here. He said, you know what? You're probably just going to kick him. Like, just kick him. You know what I mean? It's cool. And I was like, okay, cool.
In the head.
Yes.
And that's how it went?
That's exactly how it went. And I remember at the weigh-ins, like, you know, we do our stare down and stuff, and that's when you, like, look into their soul. You know what I'm saying? And, like, I could just visualize it. I saw the way his hand was, like, low, and I knew it. I said on his right-hand side, that's where the kick's going to come in. I didn't think it was going to be a kick, but I knew some sort of strike was going to happen on the left-hand side. And then the first round didn't start the greatest, you know what I mean? He took me down and then, like, immediately had me against the cage. It was, like, the first 30 seconds. Had me against the cage, was, like, punching me in the face and stuff. And mind you, it's in my hometown.
Yeah.
Well, Las Cruces, like, right next to. Yeah, so everybody was like, we were so scared. Oh, my gosh. And I was just like, that ain't hurt. But, yeah, no, I got back up. Finally got a little bit of a rhythm and a groove. And I started throwing a couple kicks that landed. And then I could tell, I was like, he didn't like that. And you know what? He stopped the takedowns when I threw, like, a knee. We had clenched up, and I threw, like, a knee at his stomach. And he didn't go for any more takedowns. So it was, like, perfect.
Damn.
So, yeah, shut him down on what he wanted to do the most, because he was just more of a wrestler kind of guy. Mm-hmm. He didn't really do too much stand-up.
He didn't have none of the fundamentals.
Well, he was good.
Well,
he was good.
Wrestling-wise, but, like, striking.
I think it's just you got to be well-rounded, you know what I mean? Like, people are going to adapt to you. Like, you can't just be a wrestler. Like, I think that one-trick pony kind of thing is out the window no more. We don't really have that in MMA. Everybody's just all around good.
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
The guy's game plan was basically grab James, take him down, hold him, try and choke him out, but his jiu-jitsu is better, his wrestling's better.
Yeah, I honestly can't see that working against James.
Yeah.
Like, considering, like, your wrestling background and how I don't see that ever working. Just having wrestling as your main thing, don't see it working at all against James.
No,
at
sir.
all.
Ain't going to work.
But, man, what's next for you?
Well, I think these guys, they could talk about what's next for them because they got fights coming up.
Okay, let's talk about it then.
So I'm going to be making my debut on August 23rd in, where is it?
At the Almeida Shriners.
The Almeida Shriners at 135. So
135, sick.
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of fighder are you?
I have a wrestling base.
Wrestling base, okay.
I'm like all around. Like to say.
Sick. Oh, I was like, oh, didn't mean to talk shit.
That's team.
But knowing how y'all work, how you work everything instead of just one thing. Like, I know how y'all work, and you work all around. Yeah, so I was like,
He's got hands too.
Yeah. So I'd say,
Yeah,
Jack,
I'll
talk
be
to
fighting
me.
on that same card. I'll be the main event.
Yes.
Fighting for the belt, 45 pounds. So.
Yeah. How do you see that one going? Talk to me about it.
I mean, it's going to be the same. It's either going to be a car crash or a war, So, like, it's either going to be a knockout or it's going to be back and forth. It's going to be blood, all this stuff. So, you guys saw my last fight, too,
Yeah.
All my opponents at the end, they're going to, like, I got to start taking photos with these dudes, because their faces are all beaten up, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to see what they look like afterwards, really.
Yeah.
It's like his work of art, Picasso and shit.
It really is.
I respect it.
Picasso.
I love it, bro. I love it.
Did you just say Picasso?
Putazos, Picassos.
No, but I gotta say, like, when I was watching your fight, like, I watched all the other ones, but yours, I was standing up for. I was nervous. I was like,
That's one of my favorite parts,
Yeah.
going back and watching. Like, I just love watching my fights. It sounds like egotistic, but like, I just know it's chaos. And I like to see the crowd's reaction whenever things happen and stuff. Like, I'll zoom in on people's faces and see how they're like freaking out and all this stuff. I love that.
And it feels like a breath of fresh air when you hear your name get called. Like, how did it feel for you?
For the
like to get your name,
it feels amazing. You know, I mean, the first fight was a finish, so that was a different feeling for sure. You know, you went into the decision thinking like, what do the judges see? You know, because it is MMA, everyone sees things differently. Even though I felt I was dominant, and then, you know, once they said my name, you know, it's like, all right, let the adrenaline go. I'm happy and everything. So, but definitely the finish is where it's at. That's where you get the most satisfaction. So
yeah,
that's what we're looking for.
Okay.
Yeah. After the first round, fucking James yelled at him. James was like, normally I'm the yeller, and James was yelling, and I was like, okay, so I got to be the calm one right now. And James goes in there, and like James was the bad parent, and he's like, you're going to regret it if you don't do everything you need to do. Yeah. And then I was like, you're doing okay, but you're leaning forward and don't do this, don't do that. And James was like, fucking leave it all out there.
Yeah, basically just went in there. I was like, yo, this is not the Jack that we know. This is not the Jack that practice. And like, that's the thing that sucks about the fight is people don't see all the hard work that in like, they don't really see you in your true element unless you deliver right there at that moment. And sometimes we have our mental blockages or whatever the hell is happening. And so I immediately went in there. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? I was like, do you want to lose right now? Do you want to to basically just put everything you got out there? You know what I mean?
It was like it was out of a movie, you know? I wish there was a close-up of that because it was going into the third round. It's a close fight. And I remember in the moment, I'm thinking, wow, this is like a movie. Like in the moment, I'm thinking about that. And I went out there and I put it on him. You know, if there was more time or anything, that dude was finished. You know, he was running around, panic shooting. He was out of gas. So I was happy with how I finished. I finished strong and great corner work and stuff, so it was awesome. It was a good feeling.
And you like fought through, man. There was plenty of times where it was just like, oh snap. The average person would have gave up right there, and you didn't. So like that, it showed a lot of resilience. You know what I mean?
It did. It also made you one of my favorite fighters too.
Thank you,
like,
man. I appreciate it.
Actually, who's y'all's
Adrian,
favorite
give him
fighters?
a nasty look. Why do you say that?
Well, why do I say that? It's like,
hey, you just haven't seen Adrian fight yet.
well,
That's what you tell him, bro. Tell him.
Yo, just make me your favorite fighter then. How would you do that?
The plan's not just to win; it's to go out there and dominate and look good while doing it. So, comes with hard work.
Yeah, like. And I just love that y'all from like this is like an El Paso thing. Like I love that. I fucking love that.
Absolutely.
Dominate everything that y'all do. Like I see where you're going. I know where you're going. Dominate that shit. Dominate that shit.
Yamazaki 12.
Yeah, Yamazaki 12. We're trying
to hell yeah.
That Japanese whiskey knife.
It's so amazing.
It's
Have you had it?
I probably have. Like I just went through this whole phase of just trying drinks.
Japanese whiskey is A1. Like, you know, there's Hibiki, Hakushu, but my favorite is Yamazaki 12, and which means it's been aged 12 years. And there's about, I know, right? Yamazaki 12, please sponsor us. Nihongo wakarimashita. Hey,
Yeah, we call Adrian, like, he's never seen Dragon Ball Z because like he's young and shit, but we call him like Gohan.
Yeah, you watch Dragon Ball Z growing up?
Of course, yeah, I've seen it all.
He's our Team Gohan, and we're trying to make him cool before he turns to Mr. Sega, man.
Yeah.
Oh shit! So he's on that type of timing.
You see what I'm saying? Because we're like, dude, you have potential to be greater than Goku, than all the Saiyans, and it's just like he's like, I just want to chill. It's like, no,
I just want to study. I want to go to school.
Yeah.
Nah, like if you have potential, use that shit. Because if they're saying it. And they have the most potential. I see them as the most potential in El Paso of like fighting wise. And they say you have the most. That's something, bro. That's something.
Since we first started doing the podcast here with you guys, we've already acquired 2 belts, defended once. We're gonna acquire another one. And
this one wasn't showing in the camera.
There's only 3 fighters right now that are gonna be active. We have another one that's up and coming.
Oh snap!
So we're gonna just keep collecting belts and keep collecting scalps, and they're gonna do good. Like this is my dog back here. He's the evil one. They're the kind ones. And
that's so true. It's just like light and darkness.
Yes.
Death and darkness.
Yeah. Today's episode is brought to you by segregation. Segregation.
We balance each other out, you know what I mean? With like the composition.
It's a balance.
Exactly.
Yeah, like they think they're very, very high fight IQ with these two. And Jack has a high fight IQ, but he loves violence. And I love violence too. And I get enjoyment seeing Jack fight because I know he's gonna go and fuck these fools up.
Yeah.
Know?
Speaking of violence, I was watching this press conference. Who y'all got? Who y'all got winning? Canelo, Terrence Crawford. Talk to me.
think the size is too much for Crawford. I think Canelo's gonna be a little too much for him to handle, but you never know until they step in there. So
Yeah, with boxing, anything
Yeah,
like
you never know.
anything can happen.
Yeah,
But-
it's a great stylistic matchup. You know, you
It
got
is.
Canelo, he's the bull. He's gonna come forward with that high guard. You got Crawford with the slick footwork and changing stances. You know, and he's gonna be controlling the ring. So at the end of the day, the fans are gonna be the winners. But
Hell yeah.
I mean, I can't pick. They're two of my favorite fighters. You know, I just hope they both go out there and give a good performance. You know.
Mhm.
Crawford ain't scared either.
Yeah.
Crawford ain't scared. That dude's ready to fight. Like,
Hell yeah.
you could tell that, like, he ain't intimidated by Canelo at all. And, you know, I'm Mexican, so, you know, like, blood-wise, I got to go for the Canelo. But, you know, like, man, Crawford's a G.
I mean, like, since he brought that up, of course I'm going with Crawford.
But you're from El Paso, dude.
I know, right? So I could go for both sides. I'd be like, I'm Dominican.
Nah. I see it going Terrence Crawford.
Let me check with the ancestors right quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's-
That's mainly the reason why. I'm not gonna say anything else. But like that is a great fight.
It's going to be epic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then Dana White's promoting that fight, too. So, like, they're going to have the UFC Noche, and then they're going to have the Crawford fight, and then the both main cards, they're not going to, like, overlap.
Yeah.
So that day, it's going to be, like, 9 hours of fights.
Of
basically,
violence,
on Mexican
yeah.
Independence Day, too. So it's going to be pretty cool. And it's crazy that they actually, you know, allowed Dana White to come in and take over, because this past press conference that they just did, I normally hate boxing press conferences. They suck. They let, like, you know, the promoter speak, the manager speak, and no one really gives a shit to hear what they have to say, you know? But then this time they had, like, the two fighters, they had Dana White in the middle, just like a UFC press conference, and they had the crowd ask the questions, you know? So it was a lot better, and it was faster, it was better paced, and it didn't lag and it wasn't boring. So, like, I think what the dynamic he's going to bring to boxing is going to be real good, because, you know, and they're going to have, I think, a 9-figure bonus.
Yeah. I was just about to bring that up. There's a knockout bonus. I think that's gonna make it a little bit more interesting.
Yep. And they're getting paid for this fight, too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how much they're getting paid, but they're getting paid. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the next step is for both of them. You know, because at that point, they're both in a position to retire and be legends how they are. So that'll be interesting to see who calls them out from there. You know, so
gotta fight Benavidez.
oh yeah,
Canelo.
that's probably what we'll see. Maybe.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Like,
He's been running, though. He's been running from Benavidez.
yeah. What's that dream fight for y'all?
Boxing or MMA?
All time.
If I
Like,
could
if
have
you-
a prime BJ Penn fight a prime Khabib or a prime Islam, that would be my dream matchup. BJ Penn's my favorite fighter. He's kind of crazy.
Mm.
He's going kind of the clone. He's the leader in the Clone Wars. Hey, he's not. Hey, we don't know everything,
Yeah.
all right?
But
You gotta see his
that
side.
dude at his prime, he was the best.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So I would love to see that fight. I don't know. What do you guys
I
think?
mean, I think just from pure like combat, like sports, like just the spectacle of it. I think Mike Tyson versus Fedor, maybe. Even though Fedor would win, you know. But like 4-ounce gloves, just those two guys in their prime, like
4 ounces of gloves?
That'd be insane. That'd be insane, no doubt.
That
I
would
would
be
say in
insane.
boxing for me would have been Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali.
Ooh.
Maybe they're
Ooh.
different eras.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been a good little scrap.
Stylistically, that'd be.
James
Mm.
watches all the
Oh,
fights.
yeah.
Let him.
Let's talk about it.
I was gonna say John Jones versus the Law.
The Law.
Yeah,
That's
I
that's
know. As soon as he
ongoing
was like,
right now.
he'd been running. I was like, just like him, like a few. You know, I'm playing, but nah, you know what I mean. These guys are more fans, and I'm more kind of just like, oh, nice. And they're like, who's your favorite fighter? I'm like, Kelvin Gastelum, and they're like, what the fuck? You know? I'm like, I like Kelvin. He's cool.
How many cops do you think John Jones could take out of one?
He's like the
no
gorilla,
gun, no
dude.
gun.
Like 100 versus 1.
Yeah, right.
Like
How
straight
many
up.
cops can take out a
Is
drunk?
Giannis superpowers?
Yeah, he's on.
Oh,
He's
yes,
on.
he
He's on
is.
the stuff. You
It's
know,
2
He's
o'clock
on
in the
the
morning.
he's on the stuff.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. 2
Yeah.
weeks after a fight. Yeah, he's probably taken out at least 15 cops with full tasers and everything. Easy.
Well, I mean, if it's just straight hand-to-hand combat, like I think it'd take at least 30 of them.
Oh,
Damn, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Because I think of the cops like the Jimmy Neutron cops, like all fat. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
they would see the one dude get hit and be like, "Oh my god." Dude.
yeah, everybody would back
Yeah,
up.
but they're Albuquerque cops, so they're used to fighting meth heads all the time, dude. So
Oh,
you gotta watch out for
shit.
that. Well, that's what it is out there, bro. It's The Walking Dead.
Yeah, it is Walking Dead out there. I'm sorry, Albuquerque. I'm so sorry. They know it's true.
Here, talk in this.
But yeah,
But damn, I lost it.
You're gonna talk about John Jones and that
Yeah, John Jones. It was John Jones. Would you ever take a fight with John Jones? Like, if you were ever offered a fight with John Jones, would
It
you
better
take
be
that?
9 figures. What the fuck? Like, no, bro.
You
Like,
wouldn't
that's,
know.
that's crazy. Well, first off, I fight at 155. Homeboy is like, what's he like at 205 now?
no, he's 250.
He's 250 now, bro.
Oh, never
He's
mind
100
then.
pounds heavier than me, like way more experience. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm fighting someone like him, it better be like worth it, you know?
Yeah.
And I was listening to the radio one time and they were talking about like, because I think it was, what's her name? The Lioness.
Yeah.
And they're like, would you guys fight the Lioness? And then everyone was just like, for a good chunk of change, hell yeah. You know, I'd let her punch me. She hits hard. You know what I mean? Like, I don't,
The game plan would be like James go in there and kick him in the nuts and hit him in the throat and run.
right? Wait, are we talking about Lioness?
John
or-
Jones.
I was like, oh, that was a little harsh. Like, she's cool.
Kick him in the nuts.
Yeah, that would be what the game plan is against John Jones for sure. But yeah, there's gonna be the fights on the 23rd are gonna be good, and then James is fighting August 10th out in Richmond.
Yeah.
So we're fighting the number 1 fighter out in Virginia.
The number one, he's about to be the
Yeah,
number two.
his name's
That's crazy.
Alvin Romero. He's a striker. He's 4-0. He's a younger kid. I think he's like 24, 25.
Mhm.
Thinks very highly of himself. Said that he's still undefeated, even though he lost 2 times in amateurs. And so James is going to give him a legitimate loss, and it's going to be fun. We're going to go out there, be safe, though, you know, because we're fighting in his backyard. And it's going to be on Anthony Pettis' fighting championship, so it's going to be on Fight Pass.
Yeah.
So, like, that's
Sick.
going to be aired worldwide. So, like, yeah, you can basically download the app and watch the fight, and he'll be on there. And, yeah, he'll be representing the 915, you know,
Sick.
and basically doing what he has to do to get in there. And hopefully we get that win. Then we go for the Anthony Pettis fighting championship belt, because they just had their 155er go to the UFC.
Yeah.
So that belt's vacant right now. So I already talked to the matchmaker, and I was like, hey, man, you know, like, I know you guys don't have a 155-pound champion, so how about this is the number 1 contender match, and winner gets to fight for the belt. So we're in talks with that, and we're trying to get that going so we could get some more exposure and get James to the UFC.
Right. And I just
talk
want to
about it.
highlight like the way he talks is like very manager mindset. You know what I mean? Like we're very blessed to not only have a coach, but also a manager and a homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think a lot of people could do both, you know what I mean? Or all of the above. Like some people will try to be your best friend. Like when we watch like Sean O'Malley and
Tim Welsh.
and Tim Welsh, like they're like obviously what they're doing works and stuff like that. But I don't know, sometimes it does give that kind of like it's like a little bit too much pandering and like, you know what I mean? And that's not us, you know? Not hating on it, obviously what they do works, but this guy's also very business mindset, and that's the one thing my dad and I talk about. There's a lot of guys who have a lot of big dreams and they have a lot of talent, but they don't treat it like a business. They treat it like a fun time. And it's just like, bro, like, you know, you gotta really put your all into this, and you gotta really switch your mindset. This isn't just a fun time. This is, you know, if you're just in it for the hobby, you're in it for the hobby, but you got people believing in you, investing in you, and they want to see you go far too. And every time you don't deliver, you're disappointing not only yourself, but everybody who believed in you, you know? So I just kind of wanted to, I was listening to him talk right now, and I was like, little food for thought for all the future upcoming fighters out there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, whenever you're thinking about the fights too, you think about all the different scenarios. One of the best parts, you think about your your family, your friends, your corner. You think about the expression and like how happy they are for you. You know, that's such a great feeling too. Going out there and winning and seeing everyone that supports you happy for you and stuff. It's because it's everyone winning. You know, it's not just you going out and fighting. It's everyone's effort. You know, so it's a good feeling for sure.
And we're gonna let Adrian have that feeling because like he was a state placer in wrestling here in Texas. He's a stud. You know, like I said, this dude's very well rounded, and we're just trying to get his feet wet right now so he could get addicted to that drug of beating people in the cage and understanding, you know, like, hey, this is not, you know, as scary as it can be, but you know, if you're well trained, you're prepared, you're mentally right, you go far in this sport. And you know, like choosing the right organizations to fight for, choosing the right matchups, you know, and making sure that you're not sabotaging your own squad. You know, like we're not going to put them against someone as a stepping stone or anything like that. Like These guys are going to go in there. They're going to perform. They're going to perform to the best of their ability, and they're going to show what they have. They're going to show what we've been working on, and we're going to keep on climbing. Like, we're going to keep on fighting better fighters. Like, James has fought, you know, people right now with like 10, 13 fights, and then all the other fighters that he's fought, they've been undefeated, except for one of them. So, like, we're not fighting scrubs by any means. You know, we're, like I said, we're fighting the number one fighter in Virginia coming up. So going forward, like, we're going to get Adrian's feet wet. He's going to go and get that dub. And then, you know, next we'll have a 135-pound champion.
Yeah.
So we have a 35-pound champion over there, 45-pound champion, 55-pound champion. So we're trying to cover all bases right now.
The takeover.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Talk to him a little bit about your wrestling, dude.
Yeah, so I grew up not playing any ball sports. My dad never let me play football or baseball, any of that.
Really?
Put me straight into, if I wanted to do something, put me straight into judo. And I did judo up until,
Come on, man.
I did judo with jiu-jitsu, and then up until middle school is when I got into wrestling, and that's when I like really fell in love with wrestling. And the coach for the Franklin High School, he would invite me in middle school to go train with the varsity.
Yeah.
And I just had a good background growing up with wrestling. Placed at state 3 times. I won regionals 3 times, and I won district 3 times here in El Paso.
Yeah, so
Shit.
training is a good time. You know, I learn a lot.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, we got some clips of Adrian's wrestling and his training too. If you guys want to pull that up, we could basically show some of his takedowns. And he's well-rounded, very well-rounded. And Jack's a great boxer. His dad's a very good boxing coach as well too. So his dad's been showing him hands forever. So when they go at it, it's very good because, you know, it's like a game of chess. Like, Jack's going in to try, like, our sparring sessions,
Yeah.
they're fun.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
people
Yeah.
go there and, you know, like, it's a small group, but we'll bring people in, we'll have them spar there, and it's really, really fun.
Yeah.
Like, seeing all that happen, you know, like, and then we go to other spots and we do good there too as well, you know. So getting them out, getting them exposed to other people, other body types, and granted, he's the smallest guy that we have. So we have another guy named Baby Wolf,
I was about to say.
but he, and so he's gonna be our 125-pound champion.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, and he's a collegiate wrestler as well.
Damn.
So like, we're little by little trying to build a good squad, good talent, but right now Baby Bull is not close to being smaller than Adrian.
Right now, Jacob is not.
Yeah. Oh, Jacob's name. Jacob. Sorry, Jacob.
That's our name.
Yeah.
That's our word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. His name's Jacob.
So, yeah, talk to me real quick. Say if you weren't doing fighting, like, I know you were led down this path, but like, if you weren't doing this, like, what were your interest? What do you think your interest would be, or what would you do?
So after high school, I kind of just quit wrestling. I was like, I'm done with this, and started working construction for a while. But I was just seeing people train. I would just get that itch to get back in there. It's just, I think it's my calling. Like, I was born to do it.
I know the feeling.
You're like Marab. You're like, they don't think I know, but today I prove.
That's sick. That's sick. So it feels like a calling to you. So your first fight, how do you want that to go? How do you think it's going to go?
I want to go in there and dominate as best as I can. Just get the win, get my first win out the way, and just keep building from there. I honestly want to look the best I can, but just get that first win out the way, and then from there, just start building up.
Sick, sick, sick. And then after he gets that first win, where does he go from here?
We're gonna get him a couple fights, and then we'll get him a belt.
Hell yeah.
So we'll we'll get him a belt as well. And you know, it's a good thing having James and Jack there, you know, because James is very active, Jack's very active. So to have them there to show Adrian, hey, look, like, you're gonna feel this before the fight, you know, like, expect this, like, but embrace it, you know, like, that's a good thing to have, because you have a squad that supports you, you know, and certain people are obviously weaker in certain areas. And how I like to look at our team is we're a select team.
Yeah.
You know, like, we're not open to the public. We're not, you know, we're not out here having kids classes or anything. It's a high level class. It's coming to our practice, and we have a cage, 36-foot cage that we got from Santino DeFranco, shout out. And we got like great boxers, great wrestlers, great jiu-jitsu. And so basically, like, it's a mixing pot, man, where everyone can feed off each other. Okay, you're doing this bad. Well, Jack does it great. Show him how to do it, Jack. Oh, you're doing this bad? Well, Adrian does it great. Show him. You're doing this, you know? So, and yeah, he's solid, man. Like, we're really excited to, like, kind of put him on the stage and let people see what we see, because he's good. He's good. And this guy's gonna bloody some fool up on the 23rd, and it's gonna be fun to see that too.
That's sick. Now thinking about it, I remember there was this one podcast. I think it was with either you or me and Jack. You were saying that you had a fighter that you were about ready to release. Is this a fighter?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was actually supposed to fight on me with the last card. It was supposed to be his debut, but then his opponent got hurt or whatever. So I was kind of like, yeah, I know it does.
You turned into a bitch. And
I don't think he was hurt, you know.
Because he was there at the fight.
He was there at the fights. We saw him in the back. Yeah. He was in the room with us, and we saw him. And the dude wasn't hurt, you know. And it was just like, ooh. And he's a son of a coach out there in Cruces and stuff like that. So it was just like, hey, man, like you should just take in the fight, you know. And gotten out of the way, got your first loss, and you know, just figure it out.
Oh shit!
Just figure it out.
I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, because like as of right now, the last 2 years we have not lost a fight.
Yeah.
You know, James has won 5 fights in a row. Jack has won 2 fights in a row. So, you know, we want to keep that momentum going and keep that vibe, that winning vibe. You know, like, hey, you know, we have fun. We're in the back. We're kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You know, people kind of look down on it sometimes because they're like, oh, you guys aren't taking it seriously. I'm like, dude, they're about to fucking fight.
Yeah, for his last fight, he was in the back room, and then the guys were coming up. They're just like, "What advice do you have for, you know, it's our first fight and da da da." And then one of the coaches was just like, "Well, I like to take it very serious. I don't like when people clown around in the back and that's fucking stupid and blah 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 blah, talking all this trash." And then like me, the one always goofing around in the back and stuff, like I just had that awkward pause, and everyone looked at me kind of like, "Ooh, what's he gonna say?" And I was just like, "Oh, that's good. That's good for you. You know, get you in your zone." But that's not me, man. I'm a clown. I'm a goofball. I like to have fun. Like even at this last fight, we got there because we got to get a little late. Heck, hell yeah, negotiated that shit.
2 hours.
Yes, you know what I mean. It feels so good. Like it sucks being in the back room just waiting hours and hours and hours. You know what I mean? But anyway, we got there late, and then we were in the blue corner, and then when I got there, the red corner was like doing their thing, so we kind of mingled with them. My opponent wasn't there yet, so it wasn't like an issue. And then they were just like, we got in the elevator, and I was like, 12 fighters in an elevator, only one gets out. And then, you know, like only a couple people laughed and stuff like that. And I was like, all right, y'all are the cool ones. Everyone, us against them. And you know what I mean? And it's just like, why do they keep it so tense all the time and stuff like that? It's just like, it's already a stressful thing. Like, enjoy it, relax, and really like feel the moment, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're already going out there to fight. There's no secret. You know when you're going, everything. So just let it all out then. You know, there's no reason to be all amped up before. That's wasted energy. So,
man, you'll have people in the back there warming up for like 2-3 hours and stuff. And you're like,
wearing sweatsuits.
It's like, dude, like
you're stressing me out.
Yeah, just
you,
watching you.
Yeah, keep that to yourself, man.
Yeah, like, come on. Like, yeah, it's pretty bad seeing that sometimes.
I mean, that's fighting, though, you know? I mean, it's a stressful thing. It shows the mental aspect to it, you know? You can do all the preparation, all the training, but once you get in there to fight, too, it's that mental aspect, you know? The anticipation of knowing, okay, in 2 hours I'm fighting, 3 hours, whatever, you know? But it's a great feeling, too, the butterflies, you know?
And that's why I like being main event, too, with these guys. You know, I always push for us to be main event or co-main event.
Yeah.
Because we will get special privileges. And, like, we get our own room sometimes, you know. We get to show up there 2 hours late, you know. Like
we bring our own barber sometimes.
Yeah, we bring our own barber. We had our barber come up. We showed you that video last time.
Yeah.
It was awesome. So, like, getting these guys to experience it. And Adrian's been in the corner with James about, like, 2 times now. Yeah. So, like, having Adrian be there to kind of see, hey, this is what it looks like. This is how we act in the back. This is how we're chill. Like, this is what you can expect.
Yeah.
So kind of like greasing the wheels for him.
And also how you talk to the commission and the promoters, man. Some of these guys, like, it's like, dude, these are the people that are going to put you on game, that are going to bring you back, that are going to spread your name out to other promotions. Like, why are you going to treat them like trash?
Yeah, and some of the other coaches and stuff like that, they treat them like shit. You know, and we try and treat them like the homies because we're like, hey, dude, like, you're going to love us, we're going to love you, and you're going to talk good about us, you know?
Yeah.
Like, when you come to the fights, you're going to see us, and you're going to be happy to see us. And, you know, they can't root for us, but they're rooting for us, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and, like, that feels good, you know, knowing that the commission is like, hey, we want to see this guy win. We want to see this guy go far. So it's kind of like, you know, you got to play that game, too. And just being ourselves, you know, not like, oh, we're hard, we're this, we're that. Like, that's bullshit, you know? Like, it's like, dude, like, these guys are going to fight, like we said, you know? So there's no reason to put on a fucking front and, you know, pretend and be like this all the time. Just fucking relax. Go in there and do your thing.
Yeah.
You know? So we're excited for the future of what's coming. And, it's gonna be fun because we got a good amount of fights coming up too. So like these three are all fighting in the same month. So we're gonna be gone for about 6 days in Virginia, and then we're gonna be back, and then these guys are getting ready for their fights right off the rip. So it's gonna be good, and they're fighting in a sanctioned fight. You know, that's the key thing. It's gonna count. They have insurance. They do the blood work. It's sanctioned. That's the key word here. Making sure that we're taking care of our squad, and say, you know, God forbid anything happens, insurance is going to be there. It's going to be able to cover their medicals. It's going to be able to, you know, cover any injury that's there. So that's the biggest thing with a bunch of these people coming up. Like I'll reiterate that, like, sanctioned fights are very important. You know, you want to make sure that you're fighting for an organization that has the best intentions for their fighters. And KFL and Lamar does a good job doing that. Like he's doing it right, you know. So like that's why we support Lamar and KFL, and we support Edgar with Southwest Brawl because they do it right, you know.
I was about to say, give me that mic. I was like, and Edgar, that's my dog. But nah, seriously, I think what he was saying, it goes down to like, what's your purpose and intent for fighting? Because, you know, there's some people that they're like, you know, I don't think I'm gonna go far. I don't want to do this like full time. I just want a couple fights just to either say I did it or just to get that experience. And like, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, if you are a fighter who, especially if you're younger, you know what I mean, you're in your early 20s, whatever, it's like, and you want to take this seriously, you got to think business mindset is like, what's my longevity? How's the next 5-10 years going to look out? You know, if I keep fighting like this very recklessly and like always taking damage, even at practice, like that's another big thing right there. It's like, if you're constantly getting hurt at practice, you got to really reevaluate, like, what are you doing wrong at practice? Or are you with the right group, or et cetera, because, you know, this sport is nothing but damage. And like, you want to make sure that you're able to recover and function off that damage. There's not a single fighter that goes out there the time of the fight and they're just like 100%. Something's hurting, you know, and it's your job as the fighter to figure out what's hurting so you could pick at it. But I always tell people, like, think about it, man. You know, especially when you're in your 20s and you're younger, you're kind of like, you don't really like, you're just like, I'm just taking it day by day. But it's like, no, think more about day by day. It's like, if you fight this guy for this promotion, you know, what's the next step? Like, can they get you on a bigger promotion? Are they going to ask for you back? Are they going to ask for a belt? You know what I mean? Are you going to try to increase the pay? Because, you know, it does cost money. We've talked about this all the time about people supporting. Do you have a good support system, both within the mat and outside the mat? You know what I mean? And there's been plenty of times I've had to put my friends, family, or fans and kind of like in check and kind of let them know. It's like, dude, like, it's like, I need my time to focus on the fight. It's not about you. You know what I mean? Like, this is the one time, you know, like, I can't be there for you. I got to be there for me because no one else is in that ring with you, you know? And as much as they stress out or whatever, like, that doesn't help. You know what I mean? Like, I'm already stressed myself. Like, you know, I think finding that calmness in the fight, and it's such an oxymoron kind of thing. It's like, how do I be like aggressive and forward and fast, but still like internally calm and breath chilling and just, you know what I mean? Like, very just clear minded. It's a challenge. And I think the more you do it, the better the more experience you get at it, the more better it gets.
The more better.
The more better.
Fire. I don't even know what to come up with after that, but
I
fire,
see
bro.
James knocking someone out, maybe.
But, oh yeah, we got the video pulled up. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, it's on your WhatsApp, player.
Oh, it's on the WhatsApp?
Well, we could show that second one. That's the second one that we have right there. That's James. That's his last knockout.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Oh, shit.
There it is. Dink.
And we were pushing for that KO smack. You know,
Yeah.
like we were pushing for it. Like he needed to get a knockout.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Like, so I was at a wedding this weekend and like my cousin was there and she was like, I saw your fight. I was so happy and da da da. And I was like, why did you come up and say hi? I was like, man, everybody named Mama wanted to talk to you. And I knew I was going to see you. So I was just whatever. And she's like, it was my first time ever going to a fight live. I normally don't like fights, but I knew you were going to be there. And like, oh, I was so nervous, especially when that guy took you down and then he started hitting you and I didn't want nothing to happen to you. And then like you came back and then even your speech at the end. And I was like, oh God, what did I say? And she was just like, she's like, you basically just told everybody like, you know, it's been long waiting and, you know, this time you didn't disappoint and yada, yada, yada. And like, thank everybody for coming. And I was like, oh, I remember now because it was Audie's cousin. He was like right there in the crowd and I like locked eyes with him. And I was like, you know, you've been waiting for this a long time, but today you got it, mother. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, cause you know, like I was saying earlier, like when people support and believe in you, you know what I mean? Like, they do also have expectations.
And if
Yeah,
you go back,
yeah.
you could see some of Jack's clips from his last fight as well.
Oh, and that's our future sponsor, Yamazaki.
Yeah, Yamasa. We're
Yeah.
fishing for that one, man.
Oh man, dude, I love Yamazaki 12.
That'd be sick.
Their whole line of
Go
like
down,
of
down.
liquor is just good.
Yeah.
Or whiskey, excuse
That
me.
one, right, Jack?
One, or the left. That's a clip. But the other one's like the more complete part. This is where he's just surviving.
Yeah, this is the
Just
third round.
surviving.
The other one, that one right there. Yeah, it was a dog fight, that
Yeah,
fight.
It was a 3-round. I'm happy I got to do the 3 rounds.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, Jack pulled through.
Yeah, spoke
Like
volumes.
we were excited. Like we were like, oh shit, he because the first round was a little sketch sometimes, you know. I was like, oh shit.
I know.
Too easy.
I was like, oh god, okay, thank God. Yokai. I remember you said that.
One of that head.
Yeah, but this next fight, he's fighting a taller dude, big ol' nose.
Yeah, this guy was smaller. I am used to fighting people that are taller.
Mhm.
So like me being the taller man was definitely weird, but I liked it.
I feel.
Yeah, and then we got some options right now. We're waiting to see who we get for Adrian,
Mhm.
and so we'll see what's up. And we'll probably have Adrian fight, you know, at the beginning of the night, and then have Jack lead the night, close the night out with the main event. So
Fire.
everyone can kind of, you know, and we're gonna have all the squad in the back too, because he'll be main event, so he'll get 4 corners, and then Adrian's gonna get 2 or 3 corners. So the cool thing is we're gonna be able to bring all our people back there,
Yeah.
you know. So it's gonna be a party in the back,
That's
and
gonna
everyone's
be fire.
gonna be like, oh shit, they're all here now. Like, oh no.
It's always so funny, man. Like, cause they usually, not always, but they usually separate the red and blue corners like before the fights and stuff. And like the corner we're in, we're always just like, yeah. And everyone's like, yeah. And then you walk by the other corner and it's just silence, quiet. Just like, you know what I mean? Da-da-da. And we're like, oh, bro,
That sucks.
raise the vibrations. You know what I mean? Like, have a good time. Like it's entertainment, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's just like
At the
if
end
you're
of the day,
the entertainer and not having fun, like what? Come on now, how are they gonna have fun?
Yeah, every fight should be a celebration too. You know, every fight should be a celebration.
Mhm.
It shouldn't just be I'll go out there and it's tense. You know, like celebrate what you're doing. This is what you love to do, and
Yeah.
you have people watching you, so go enjoy it. You know, that's the way I think about it.
Yeah, dude. And then on the WhatsApp, we got some clips of Adrian. If you want to go on the WhatsApp that we sent, those videos are on there for of Adrian doing some training. They could show some clips of him.
Right. I sent him to Sergio though. I don't know if you have access to his WhatsApp.
He's sending those over to me. Alrighty.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. While we wait, James, let's talk about nigga shit.
Oh God.
So
It's
like,
not gonna be.
I was like, that went left real quick.
yeah.
That's crazy.
I was like, damn,
You
it's
support Black Lives Matter.
still our month. It's like- I'm trying to think. I was like, is it still June? And I was like, yeah, it's still June. I was like, Juneteenth, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had to explain that to somebody. I think your dad the other day, like Juneteenth, what's that, man? And I was like, he's Cuban, y'all.
Pretty
He's,
important,
he's
yeah.
not from here. But I was like, how do I explain it in the most simplest way? So when slavery ended, you know, they didn't have no internet or nothing. So like people in the South didn't know they was free. And then
That's
Juneteenth
crazy.
was the day that it reached like the farthest depths of the South and they celebrated. I think it was Texas, I want to say.
Probably El Paso.
Yeah.
Right? Does that sound about right?
It was like,
El Paso.
And I was like, Emancipation Proclamation. And he's like, I don't listen to hip hop, man. And I was I'll just
don't
message
listen
you.
to
I'll just message you. He didn't say that.
Yeah, his dad has been a huge instrument for us. Like he's been helping us out a lot. Like basically opened up his airplane hangar for us to literally put a whole gym in there. And he's cool as shit, man. Like he's the benefactor, you know, like we're there and
boss,
you know,
man.
yeah, he's like we literally put a cage in his backyard. We have mats, we
shit.
have bags, we have everything. And we go there and it's awesome because he comes in, he shoots the shit with us and he tells us what the fuck that we need to do. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Changing
yeah,
knowledge
yeah.
and just
Like, come on, man. Don't be a pussy, man. Come on.
What does he say? Soul of a pussy, man. Soul of a pussy.
oh, he really has an accent?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, no, he's
fire.
Cuban. He's from
He's,
Cuba.
he's Cuban and he's New York. He's from New York.
I told
but
you
he's
we
Cuban.
smuggled him in.
Yeah. He's a Cuban-Colombian hybrid.
Yeah.
He looks
Yeah.
like a white boy, but he ain't.
Right.
He speaks Spanish, too.
Do you really? That's fire, man.
Speak a little bit Spanish. Spanish.
He's like,
On the spot like this. Yo no sé español. Yo no sé español.
Yeah,
That's
but
fire, man.
yeah, we got Jack over here too. He's got his half bean daughter. So like he's
his half what?
bean.
Oh no.
Yeah, diverse.
Oh my god.
What, dude? I can say that.
What's the other half?
He's white and brown. Like his daughter is half and half. Fitty.
Everyone here is diverse.
Yeah, diversity, bro. And Jack knows how to.
A white girl would be too boring, you know? It'd be too boring.
Now look, he put on some weight because he's been eating those enchiladas and shit like that.
I
Holidays,
respect
you
it.
know?
How's the restaurant going though?
Oh, we're still, still working on it. It's still transitioning. It's a lot of stuff we have to work on, with because before we were doing, we're gonna do a different business, but there's a lot of things we have to get together, a lot of appliances and like, certifications and things like that, but still working on it. So we're getting there.
Getting all the permits and all that stuff done right now, all the plumbing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So he's got to get the certificate.
Yeah, doing all that, and still like having a normal life, training and stuff. So I'm juggling a few things at once, but it's all part of the process,
You got it.
He's like, Dad, business owner.
Yeah. Fighter. Look at this one. Put that in my bio,
No, seriously.
You should.
Nah.
That's you.
It's
That's your
cringy, man.
character.
That's just normal life, though. Everyone's busy. Everyone's busy in life.
But some people don't want to be a father.
Father's Day just went by, and so that's the greatest job anyone can ever have, like being a father, like it's unconditional love from someone that looks just like, it's crazy. Every time I see my daughter, it's like, it's magic, truly magic.
And you can tell it's Jack's daughter. She's tough.
Yeah.
She's cool.
She's going to be in there eventually. She's going to be up here, she's going to be promoting her fight eventually. So.
She's not scared, man. Like she's a tough cookie, that girl.
Oh, yeah.
We bring some of our friends to train with us. They bring their kids, like, yeah, bring your kids, and whatever. We'll go swimming afterwards and blah 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 with the kids. And then like some of them, like for example, one of our friends, we're just doing jujitsu and he's crying the whole time. He's like, Appa, what are you doing to my Appa? And then his daughter comes and she's like climbing on the fence. She's like, get him, Jack, get him, hit him harder. Like
she's used to it. She's been watching violence since she was like 6 months old. I brought her to the boxing gym always since she was a little baby.
Wait,
so.
Explain that though.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
sound good.
not domestic violence.
Like I was like, oh,
This is
he's talking
sanctioned.
about sports.
We're
y'all.
talking about sanctioned sports violence, with refs and everything. So no, I brought her with me since the beginning. I used to always train in the backyard of my house, so she would sit there and on her little swing on the tree and watch me hit the bag. And so it's in her like it's deep in her mind, like she doesn't have a choice to she's beautiful, she's a girl, so she needs to learn to protect herself. So it gives me a peace of mind, so.
Yeah, we had her there when Jack was cutting weight for his last fight. Jack's on the machine and she's out in the gym running around. And we're just like, don't worry, Jack, you handle your shit. We'll make sure she doesn't hurt herself.
Yeah.
No, and then like talking about his dad being the benefactor, he is just awesome, man. And he used to box too and stuff. So he definitely like gets the mentality and whatnot. And when I tell you, like just recently we got a door and stuff like that. We didn't even have a door, bro. It was like crazy. Really? Yeah, no. Like he's invested in us in both his time, his children, like, you know what I mean? He's like, even when he wasn't like gonna fight or anything, he's just like, have Adrian get in there. He'll be your punching bag. And it's like, hell yeah. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. Like, and it's cool to see, like, and I know it sounds weird, but like, oh, you guys have a door now. And it's like, bro, when we first got together, like Adi and I, it's like we had a bunch of old mats. A couple of them were torn up. We like, my only training partner was like this 15-year-old kid. His little brother.
Really?
Yeah. Like Manny was like, use him. Like, you know, like basically that was it. It was just the three of us. And then that's when I fought for LFA at the El Paso Chihuahua Stadium and stuff like that. And so we've just come a long way. We got like a team now. Look at us wearing our shirts and stuff like that.
That's
and
crazy.
We got belts and stuff. And these guys are he's about to fight for his belt after only his third fight. Like that's pretty unheard of.
Yeah, it is.
That's pretty good.
Fan favorite. People are asking for that.
Like what you said.
Yeah.
People like seeing him fight.
Yeah, so. Earn not given. You got to go out and prove it. If I went out there both fights and they were boring, I'd be like, okay, that
sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. You got to deliver. So no matter what happens, excitement, adrenaline.
Okay, and you always deliver. I appreciate that.
We have his dad in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
With us, so it's a family affair, His dad's there.
That's it.
Training with us and watching us train. And then his dad actually comes in from Oklahoma and actually is in the corner. But his dad's not there just for moral support. He's he knows what he's talking about. He's a stud wrestler.
He's a collegiate wrestler. He wrestled for the Iowa Hawkeyes. And so like, you know, and then he did boxing, he did taekwondo. He's the one who got me into it because I remember I was 6 years old and I was like, my older brother was a skater, so I was hanging out with skaters and stuff. And then I know, right? It's like a vibe switch. And I still remember the day I saw, don't laugh at me, everybody, but I saw AB Karate on TV. There was like a commercial, and I was like, I want to do that. My dad was like, yeah, you want to do that? Sign me up right away. And then sure enough, like did karate for like 2 years. Then I did wrestling. I think that's why I have such an awkward style because like started with karate, then I'm just lengthy ass. I'm just lengthy ass motherfucker. And then I did wrestling. All the way up until high school. Wrestled at Franklin, best in the West, baby. What's up? Yeah, he wrestled at Franklin too, so he already know all the best wrestlers in the area come from Franklin or Eastwood, but we don't talk about them like that. You know what I'm saying? but yeah. So did that, did taekwondo, had my first fight, and then I realized I was like, whoa, I need to like do jits, and so I got into jits, fell in love with that. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to do no college wrestling. I was done with that. I was like, oh hell no, wrestling is too brutal. And then so like this was actually like fun again. You know?
Yeah.
And his dad is like. It's very chill to have him back there because he lets us do our thing, he supports us, and he gives our squad respect because he's the old OG. They're like, oh, okay, like you guys got an old black man there that, you know, looks wise as shit, knows what he's talking about, and they're like, you know, is the guy's this guy's a G, you know. So it's good to have him there because it's like the yin to my yang, because like sometimes I'm real intense and I'm like, we gotta fuck this dude up, man, like you know. And his dad's like, oh, Junior's gonna do what he has to do. He's
Why
gonna
you
go
gotta say it like that. Oh my god! He's over here. I was like, shut the fuck up.
Junior's gonna go out there.
Everyone's like, who's Junior? And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
I could bleep it out if you want me to.
Yeah, I was like, bleep that shit. They're like, what did he say? He's like,
I didn't say the bad word.
I was like, he cussing on there.
It started with the N.
Yeah. It was like, Junior.
That's good too, bro.
Yeah, but no, but we have a good time, and like it is, and then, like his dad always comes and supports the fights and stuff, and like, you know what I mean. Like we watched Karate Kid the other day together, and I was like, "What'd you think of the fight, Mr. Gumbar? What'd you think?" And he's like, "You did good, son. You did good." And I was like, because normally they talk shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, his dad and my dad after his fight with Alfie, I walked by and they were both talking shit to me. They're both talking shit, and this is the first time they met, and they're both there. They're like, my dad's like, your son did all right. And then his dad's like, he could have done a lot better. My dad's like, yeah. And then they both look at me, and I'm like, oh, okay, so you guys just met, now you're going to talk shit to me? Like,
I swear, man. All our homies, like, you know what? It's like your haters or your motivators. And like, but there's a difference of shit talking, you know what I mean? Because like, we got our one homie Holiday. He's out there in Florida. We got to visit his ass. And then like he loves to talk mad shit. He's like, bro, you ain't got no ass. Like you're flat footed. Blah 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 blah. Like whoop 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 whoop.
you're not athletic.
Yeah, you're not athletic. You're ugly. And I'm like, bro, you know I'm not ugly, bro. You stop it right now. But like, and then he'll be like, he'll be out with the homies. He'll be like, this is my homie right here. He's the best. And blah 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 blah. Like when he's talking shit, it's because like he knows I could do better and he wants me to be at my best. There's other people who talk shit where they're just like they're the haters, but they disguise themselves as the supporters, and those are the worst ones, yo. Like snakes in the grass, straight up.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Let's watch a knockout.
Oh yeah, it's like Jamie. No, but he's wobbly right there.
Ooh.
I know everybody.
You did not hit him with the wasted.
Yeah, everybody was like, "Oh, I went all Exorcist right there." Man, everybody was like, "Oh, that right got him," and I'm like, "No, the right didn't get him. It was that leg kick." You know what I mean? I don't even think the right really.
It was like a delayed reaction.
It was a delayed reaction. You saw. It's kind of hard to tell in that video, but like after I hit him, like he was like rocking back and forth, and he was trying to hold himself up, and I think me just throwing that 1-2. Like it don't even connect, or it doesn't really even connect. Like I think he was already falling.
Damn.
Bro, unconscious with a flash.
Optics wise, it looked cool though.
Arms out, extended.
Yeah.
yeah, and then zoom into the face afterwards.
So when I'm against the cage and the ref pushes me off, he wants to
Watch
zoom
press
in.
play so you can see it. It's hilarious.
Oh, and it's funny on the back of our shirts we have Hanya mask, right? And so my mom's like,
You have the
she's like,
devil.
why you got the devil up on that shirt? I'm
Right.
a Christian.
Look at his face right here. Go.
We showed his nephews, they're like 4 or 5 or whatever, and they're like, ew.
Yeah, they're like, Theo James.
Yeah, they're like, ew. But no, I had the Hanya mask on the back of my shirt. My mom said, "Why you got the devil on that shirt?" I was like, "It's a Hanya mask." She said, "I can't wear this. I'm a Christian woman. I got to go to church on Sunday." I was like, "You stop it right now. You stop it right now, woman. This is culture."
Yeah, so this is our spot. We got a 36-foot cage in there, biggest cage in El Paso.
Yeah, so that's the airplane hangar that got turned into an MMA gym. And so they got mirrors on it. Like, we got that cage now, and we have all that equipment back there is like older equipment that we've been slowly replacing and getting rid of and stuff like that. So it's coming along nicely.
And this is like last year sometime too. So Adrian's gotten better.
It was a while ago.
Ooh.
You have less facial hair too, bro. Like
Hair's
more
not
mature.
long. Look at me talking about me getting this belt right here.
Nice.
You know, he's fast as shit.
No doubt.
That's how we call him. Team Gohan.
Yeah, he's Team Gohan. Jack is Trunks.
Trunks. Okay.
You watched it?
I watched a little.
Son of Vegeta.
I need to watch
that's
everything.
the perfect way to describe it, bro. Like, this is the Vegeta side. This is the Goku side. Like 100,000%.
Vegeta's better than Goku.
No, he's really not. Like, no. And that's why it's so cool to have my dad up there, because it's like okay, we have like a Goku in the back and not just Vegeta. You know what I mean?
So you have Ultra Instinct and they have Ultra Ego.
Yes, my dog.
Let's go.
I respect it. I respect it.
Nice.
Damn.
And there's a lot to think about with Adrian, you know? You got the takedowns, you got the striking.
You got the jits.
Definitely the most well-rounded.
And Jack's takedown defense, because he's been working with Adrian and with James, has been like
Anti-wrestling.
The dude is the anti-wrestling.
Dude, Jack is so mean, bro. When like he like frames off of you, he's like the type that's gonna put like his hand all up in your face
yeah.
and all that stuff, covering your nose, and then like push you off to the ground all aggressively and stuff. You're like, damn, I don't even want to get another
just
shot
a
on you.
warm-up, man.
Like,
Damn.
dude, if I miss the shot, my face is gonna be all Indian burned up and stuff. Like, straight up.
Make him pay.
Damn.
Yeah, so Adrian's up and coming. He's about to put in that work and show people what he's got.
That was before I even had my tattoo.
Yeah, you look
Yeah, this is a while ago. Yeah.
So he's
Vicious.
only gotten better since then. And then the skinny motherfuckers, and we're the fat boys. So like when cutting weight, like
Thick
you know,
boned.
Yeah, thick bone. There.
Thick bone, you know what I'm saying?
Dance.
We're horizontally challenged.
Horizontal challenge.
Yeah, so Jack's gonna be. Hopefully, we put like 20 pounds on Jack for this next fight, and hopefully we put like about 20 pounds on Adrian as well after weigh-ins. Because Jack weighted he weighed in at 145. We got him up to 163. James is the most we've got him up to from 155 is 184. So Adrian, hopefully, we get him down to 135 and can get him back up to 155.
Right. And just to kind of elaborate on that, like you weigh in the night before or sometimes during the day. Like, so that time for the 184, we weighed in at like 3 in the afternoon. The very next night, so I was 155, right? The very next night at the fight, I was 184. So like in literally less than 24 hours. Well, about 24 hours.
29 pounds.
Yeah. Gained almost 30 pounds. We had Wagyu, A5
Yeah, we're
Wagyu.
A5 Wagyu.
Damn.
We
Yeah.
had lobster tail,
Oh yeah, we had lobster tail.
king
Oh,
crab legs
We found the nicest restaurant possible
in Oklahoma City.
in Oklahoma, or the two, because of course we had to eat with my mom first, and so
Yeah.
then we had veal and lasagna and pasta, and then you know what I mean. Then later that evening we ate with my dad, and then we had wagyu.
Yeah, we got A5 wagyu.
My dad was like, "Are you sure, son? That looks expensive." I was like, "Everyone get what you want. We all want our own lobster, whatever. We want our own lobster biscuit. You know, it
Yeah,
was good."
it was good. So I've already scouted the spots like for Virginia. Like I already know we're gonna do some go-karting when we're down there, and then I've already found like 3 good restaurants. So I'm like, all right, this one, because like
Damn.
yeah, so like gotta treat it semi like a vacation, you know, like shit.
No, I feel
Like, he gets to enjoy it, bro. He'll like I'm over here cutting weight. He's eating good food. He's over here having a beer, and I'm like, damn, that looks good.
It's delicious.
Like, I'm like, fuck, man.
Microbreweries and shit. I'm like, yes, this is only here in Virginia.
It was like he's having a great time. I'm over here just like, fuck.
So that was like you gained that in a day?
In a day. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where does the weight go? Like it just
You walked right into
I was like, you know.
Bro, you walked into that one. Bro. That was the setup right there. Layup
can't.
and dunk.
nah,
I
bro.
like how we talked about it before, but then like it's like, oh shit, we got a chance to talk about the mics. but yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I try to get as big as possible without being like too slow and stuff. And then
Yeah.
these last couple fights, I didn't get as big. Like this last one, I was probably.
when you fought for this bout, what happened?
Oh, dude. I think we were on a podcast about this one. Like we were, I think it was with you. We told you, bro, we were sick as dogs. Oh my gosh, man. Like it was to the point where like we didn't talk, none of us said it, but like I was like, can I really do this? And then he was just like, I was really close to pulling you on this fight, but you kept saying you could do it. And I was like, I was lying. I was lying to myself. I was lying to you. Like our homie came in, his name's Patrick. He's our jiu-jitsu guy. He also helps us with coaching and stuff. He came to visit us in the hotel room, and normally we're like he said, like, oh, we go to go-karts, we go to this restaurant, yeah, we try this, yeah. Like he comes in there and like,
Casino. We weren't even at the hotel with a casino. Normally we're playing blackjack.
dog, we're flipping that table, bro. Like making everybody our friend. Like, but anyway, he came up in the room and like we had all the curtains closed and like all this. There was like tissues all over the floor. We're hawking loogies and coughing and sneezing all day long and stuff. Just watching movies and stuff. And he's just like, oh, you guys look disgusting. I don't want to. He's like, I don't want to touch anything in this room. It looks like hazardous, you know. And he's like, you're gonna fight tomorrow? And I was like, yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
My
Like,
opponent's gonna get sick.
mm-hmm.
It was bad.
That's fine. Like I remember, cause like I watch like a lot of aspects of like the sport. You know who KSI is? He's a YouTuber who also fights.
Boxer, fought Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Jake Paul.
You know, right?
Yeah.
Talk about him.
No, but like he had this one fight where it was in March and he backed out because he was sick. But like hearing you say it and like it really just frustrated everyone because like the night of his fight he was out at a Usher concert and it's like
Okay, so you know how
What?
we were. This is a huge thing because like when him and I first got together, and like right before that LFA fight I was telling you about, like we had tried to get fights, and I think it was about 6 or 7 of them fell through, and some of them fell through like the day of, or like we were already out there, like we already spent money, took time off of work,
Yes,
our people
yes,
already
yes,
flew
yes.
out, sold tickets, all this other stuff, and they pulled out. You know what I mean? And then I remember one guy in specific, we don't say his name because no free promotion, but you know who you are. Like this motherfucker over here was like, oh, I'm sick. And it was just like pulled out like 2 hours before the fight. And it was just like, honestly, to me, it sounded like he probably had a bad weight cut. And it's just like, that's still part of the game, dude. That's still part of your responsibility. And like, we know how we talked about treating it like a business. It's like, okay, well, think about how much money was invested in this. Like promoters are spending tens of thousands of dollars. People are spending hundreds of dollars for whatever. You know what I mean? Like if you owned your own company and then like, you know, you're about to present to somebody, whatever, and you're like, oh, you know what? I'm sick today. I'm just going to call in today. It's like, bro,
Yeah.
you wasted everybody's time. You know what I mean? Like you better have a really good excuse. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's some things that's understandable. Like one of the opponents I had fought, he had to pull out because he had a blood clot in his leg. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay, well, like that's a huge medical injury, yada, yada, yada. But if you just had a bad weight cut and now you're going to the hospital because you had a bad weight cut, that tells me you're not a professional fighter. You know what I mean? Like,
And at the time when we were gonna fight that dude, it made sense to fight him. You know, it made sense to fight him because ranking wise. But now, like, we went from ranked like 850 to right now James is ranked 95 out of 1,100 and something fighters in all of North America. And then 18,000 fighters pound for pound ranking, James is like 347 or something like that. So like in the span of a year and a half, James has basically jumped a whole lot of people in the rankings. And then this guy's tried calling us out again, and we're like, no, dude, like you're not even worth our time. You're not dependable, and you've lost your fights after. So why are we even going to give you that shine?
Exactly, man. And like when I fought this guy for the belt in Arizona, respectable opponent, very respectable, good guy, trains at a good school. BJ Pages,
Jay Pages.
Jay Pages. He fights out in Jay Pages. He was a cool dude. You know what I mean? And then like we both came in. We were overweight because dude, their scale was so messed up. That's the most messed up. This is what I don't like about the sport is that none of the scales are like calibrated the same. So on your scale, you're good. You get there, you're like a pound under, a pound over, whatever. So we both came out over, and it wasn't even by a whole lot. It was like 6 ounces or whatever. But like whoever was working there was tripping on it. So we both cut the weight, blah, blah, blah. And you know what I mean? Like there was no problem. You know, other people would have been like, I don't personally like when people come in like 5-6 pounds over and da-da-da. And you're just like, did you even try? Like what the hell? Like 5-6 pounds over, like a pound or two, maybe even 3 is like kind of acceptable, but like 5+, like it's just disrespectful at that point. You know what I mean? Like, and like, you're not treating it like a business. You're just treating it like, oh, this is just another day. People didn't take time out of their day, didn't spend money on this, didn't believe in me. I'm just doing this because whatever. Like that's the impression it gives. Why would you want to invest in somebody like that? Regardless if it's fighting, whatever it may be.
And like, I think the main issue when KSI did it was that he was the main event.
Oh, see, that's
And
even
like
worse.
he shut down the whole show.
Yeah. No one wants
And
to go.
so like people were flying out of country to come watch this fight. And he's like, nah, I can't do it. I'm sick. This, that, but you're at Usher's concert the night of the fight.
Yeah.
And then
Fuck you.
what you just said, stuff like that. I've seen people like where it's just like what we talked about
Like his opponent.
It's just like, what? Are you really hurt? Like you're here.
You're walking around fine. You're cornering your guys. Like you're not fucking hurt.
Yeah, it just,
Like or injured. Like because it's the difference between injury and being hurt. You know, everyone's hurt, but if you injured, dude, like nah, that's some bullshit.
right.
Yeah.
We got to change the subject because now I'm over here heated.
I'm getting heated too.
I'm like, man, fuck these people, unreliable motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
But yeah, this has been running on for a hot minute. Is there anything else that y'all want to say? Y'all want to deliver any messages to your
Just
opponents?
August 23rd, I got that fight coming up. Adrian will be fighting on the card. I'll be main eventing.
Hell yeah.
Coming for that 145-pound title. I'm taking it. It's mine. It's already mine. You know what I'm saying? So just keep it ready for me. And then like the whole team's active. I'm fighting. Adrian's fighting. James has his fight coming up. So
Stewart's boxing on July 26th. Out in Dallas too.
Yep. Yeah, we dabble in some boxing. So whole team's active. If you're part of the Yokai team, you're fighting. It's not just there to get in shape. You're there to be fighting. So
Yeah. That's sick. Yes,
sir.
You got words for your opponent?
For our opponent, just be ready, man. Just about to be a war. Be ready for anything.
Oh yeah.
My dog.
Scalp season. Take over.
Let's talk about it, James. What you got for your opponent?
For my opponent?
Yeah.
I don't even know who my opponent is.
Well,
I
whoever it
do
is.
know who my opponent is. Yeah, I was like, I'm the worst at the shit talking shit, dude. I am the worst. Like, I'm hearing Adrian talking. I'm like, yeah, he's like me. He was just like, I'm over here like laughing. I'm like, Jack was like, oh shit. Adrian was like, that was cute. Just like, you know what I mean? We're going to be in your hometown, dude. Like, we're going to be respectful. But, dude, we want to win. We're going to get the belt. You don't hold back on me. I won't hold back on you. Let's just give it our all, man, and put on a show. Dude, I've seen my guy, and he's got, like, some highlights of, like, elbows and knees and stuff like that. So it's just like, let's put on a show like that,
Hell yeah.
But obviously, I don't want to get elbowed and knee. Like, it's like, I want to do the elbow and knee, but, like, either way. And then, like, I guess my last words would be, like, thank you guys at SITREP. Did I say it right? SITREP?
Yep.
Sun City SITREP.
Sun City SITREP.
And
Like,
War-
thank you
Warrior
guys.
Allegiance, of course.
Warrior Allegiance for supporting us, and Kane Lawyer. I'm like, you know what I mean? Those are our sponsors for this fight coming up. Like, we couldn't do it the traditional way because for the Anthony Pettis fight championships, they have like a fight kit, kind of similar to UFC. So you have to send in your sponsors, and they put it on all the gear, and like you're only limited to 3. So of course we reached out to you guys. You guys are blue chip. You know, you guys are
Sick.
amazing. Like
Appreciate
both
it.
like, you know, doing this podcast when you guys support us, and then, you know, helping us along the way. So we really appreciate you
Of
guys,
course.
and we just wanted to say thank you.
We always keep you in our thoughts.
Yeah, thank you, DJ. You're the man, dude. We appreciate you guys.
it. But yeah, do you have any words?
Nah, we're good. My dogs are gonna win.
Cool. Hell yeah. I believe we got 1,000%. But yeah, thank you for watching. This is Sun City SITREP, Deshaun Johnson, but you could call me DJ. And that's for, I messed up again, bro. You know what? Just turn off the podcast. I don't care about this.
I heard her get in the dryer. I heard her.